Hi, this is Benjamin, founder of Farmagain. Today we're going to talk about a very important subject, climate change. Climate change is real, and because of that, you will see places where water shortage used to be severe are getting more water, and places where they had never seen water shortage are facing that now. And it is going to happen. So we don't know how the water situation will be there in the next 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. We have no idea. So the only thing that we can do is to very diligently use the water we have. That is a natural resource that cannot be manufactured. The only option we have is to use it as diligently as possible. What can we do to make sure we use our water diligently? Let us look at some use cases. There are farms, I'm sure you or your friends would have this experience. You have 10 acres, 50 acres, 100 acres, and you cultivate part of it because of water shortage. I'm sure it is a very familiar story. Can we use water diligently and expand cultivation to the entire farm? In most cases, yes, because today the water usage is exceptionally high by most farmers. There are only a very few farmers who know how to use water and are using just to the needs of the plants. But most other farmers are giving so much of excess water to the plant. Number one, wasting the precious resource. Number two, creating an anaerobic environment to the plant and not letting the plants also perform. Not only excess water bad to the plants, it's also bad to the environment. How? More water, more methane emission. What are the ways in which I can make sure my plants get only the amount of water they need and the actual amount of water they need? If you go to different places in India, and particularly for coconut farms, there is always a notion. Go to Coimbatore, you will hear people say every tree requires 200 liters of water every day. And go to some other place, they'll give you a different number. Some would say 100, some would say 60. Why is there so much controversy in the number of liters of water needed per plant? That is because there is no such standard and it is completely unscientific. The plants need water only for their nutritional requirements and to replenish the loss of water from their physical body structure due to transpiration. The more transpiration, plants need more water. And as part of their nutritional uptake system, they also need good amount of oxygen and hydrogen. And plant is one of those things on earth that actually take H2O and break them into oxygen and hydrogen and use for their own nutritional requirements. Therefore, excess water is not going to help them. But how do we make sure the plants get the amount of water they actually need? Well, the answer is you have to maintain a consistency of, let's say, about 50% moisture in the soil. And what is 50%? You hold the soil, take some sample, hold it tight, and if you try to break it, it will break apart, won't stay like a clay. And that's the consistency you want to give to the root zone of your plants. And that is approximately 50% moisture. And if you're able to do that, the plants will love that environment. And not only that, every plant needs the same kind of moisture maintenance. And how do we do that? There are many things to be done right in order to get all the plants to get the right moisture, starting from hydraulic design, choosing the right type of drip irrigation. In fact, talking of drip irrigation, a lot of people use tap system and they call it as a drip system. Remember, tap system is only a dignified flood irrigation. It is not drip. But even in drip irrigation, there are many different types. So what is right for you is something hydraulic design will tell, and you have to stick to the output of the hydraulic design. And if you do that, and if you also have moisture-based irrigation systems in place, you can ensure all the plants in your farm, their root zones, are exposed to the right level of moisture that they can really participate in photosynthesis and replenish water for the transpiration loss as well as get the nutrition that they need, which is oxygen and hydrogen. So this is how you can optimize your water usage. Once you do all of these, you will suddenly realize that you have actually excess water. From water shortage, you will get to a excess water situation. And with that, you can in fact plan your intercropping smartly and also get into a high revenue situation from a low water, low revenue to sufficient water, high revenue situation. And we have some of our farmers who have done exactly that. We have a farmer in the outskirts of Coimbatore who has about 50 acres of farmland and was only cultivating 7 acres. But even in the 7 acres, he told us that he will only irrigate 2 or 3 times a week because that is all the water he had. But after proper hydraulic design, after proper drip irrigation implementation, and after installing our autonomous irrigation system, Drought, which manages moisture to about 50% at the root zone, he has now been able to expand his cultivation area to about 13 acres from 7. And even after expanding to 13 acres, he sees so much water left. Therefore, he has now expanded from 7 acres to 13 acres with the same amount of water. Not just that, the 7 acres of coconut plantation, he has also done very rigorous intercropping with the same water. And recently he told us that now he has so much water left, he is going to expand his farming to the entire 50 acres. Remember, same water source, nothing changed. But diligent water usage ensured you are able to increase from 7 acres to 50 acres. We also have another example from Kangayam. You all know it is a very dry belt. The water availability in that farm is extremely low. They get only about maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 liters a day. With that, they were able to only cultivate a very, very small patch of their farmland. But now, with proper hydraulic design, with proper drip irrigation, and with our autonomous irrigation management technology, Grotron, they've been able to cultivate the entire 15 acres, and they're successful. And both these videos will be available in the description. Please watch them as well. And if it strikes you, if you think you are one of those caught up in the same battle, or if you know your friends who are in this situation, do contact us. We will give you the right hydraulic design. We will guide you with proper drip irrigation, proper technology, and proper intercropping guidance so that you can increase your farming activities scientifically and make your farming successful with great revenues. Thank you.